ladies and gentlemen, to another great episode of Two Cigars and a Blunt. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King. Happy Friday.
Tim Dog from Be More Careful.
And the missing math professor in the boot.
Yes, ladies and
The
gentlemen,
prodigal
we're
son
back.
has returned.
Welcome back, welcome
Yes.
back, welcome back.
No, we could do without the singing, but welcome back, man, Professor.
Okay.
Glad to see that you're back. Glad to see that you're healthy. First, before we get started, man, how Joy doing?
Oh, bro,
Okay, I
she's
know she-
doing well. She's just a bit
Okay.
depressed. She's got to go back to work Monday.
Okay, well, shit.
Shit, hey, join the club.
Join the club. Okay. We done got that out of the way. If this is your first time ever checking us out, this is how we always start our podcast off. We always got the extra brothers. How was the day, man? Professor, how was your day, my brother?
It was spent at work, nigga. That's how it was. I mean, I still got this job thing going on that, I'm still waiting for my bet money to come on into me.
Wow. Cost me some money.
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? I could get in on some of that now, But no, it was a great day. It was a great day.
I'm glad to hear that, my brother. Man. Motherfucker say, baby, my goddamn money. I'm not mad at you, man. Tim Dog, man, how was your day?
Man, my day was busy, but my day ended kind of crazy. Coming back from the store, and I see my
Is this
neighbor.
in Texas
living-
or Baltimore?
This is in Texas.
Okay.
Texas.
No, and I'm coming up the street. My neighbor, I see his dog, and then I see his Jeep, and the dog was running to the house, and he was behind the dog in the Jeep.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, that's pretty cool, And then all of a sudden, I saw the dog sprint off, pew! And the dog is a husky, and he was a puppy, and he was just playing. But the neighbor just had knee replacement, so a couple of us, we were trying to trap the dog so he can get to an area where someone can grab him. And I thought that was really nice. He was like, hey, I really appreciate that because, he could barely walk and the dog wasn't doing, he was just playing. He was a big old puppy. And that kind of like made me feel good tonight. I was like, wow.
Wait, hold on, time out. Did you start the story by saying the Jeep was chasing behind the dog?
Yeah, not Chase, but walking behind the dog. And he was telling the dog, go home. His name was Silk. Go home, Silk. And he was walking up the street, going to the house. Got to the house. Then he saw the neighbors next door. He ran to the neighbors and started jumping around. So
So the guy was driving his Jeep behind the dog. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mow him down.
Yeah.
That'll solve that dog running away bullshit issue. Mow
Yo,
his
so
ass
ready
down.
to ass over. Ready to ass over. Bad Professor,
Just
stupid.
saying. I'm just saying. I bet he won't run no more.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Pharaoh King, man, how was your day, my brother?
Well, yeah, I won't say as bad as Tim's. I'm trying to tell the story.
It wasn't bad, man. Fuck you. Hate man.
Hey, man. Once again, I am a day closer to telling these motherfuckers fuck off. I just, every weekend, man, on the street, every weekend, man, I'm a day closer, player.
You've been saying it for 3 years.
Hey, I'm 3 years closer than when I started. I promise you that.
Right.
10 years from now, man.
I believe him.
Yeah, I would say that we all are men of age here. We've been married, whatever the case is, have children, and we have standards that we grew up with that today's individuals just don't have. And I know it's like us saying the NFL was a certain way back in the day, or the NBA was a certain way, whatever.
No,
but damn. Why
attitude?
I used to put a quote up. One of my quotes was, "Life is easy. You choose to make it hard." These motherfuckers do that every damn day. And I'm talking about from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. Maybe it's me. It could be
No,
me.
it's not just you. It's not you.
Yeah.
But every day, right. Every day you go in there thinking, am I losing my fucking mind? Like,
nope.
I just don't understand. I don't understand it. And I go in with a happy, I say my prayer in the car. I walk through the door. I say what's up to the Starbucks folks. get my coffee, go upstairs. I listen to the BS of the meeting in the morning. I'm on my business. And then after that, somebody would come up to you with some bullshit. And you'd be like, did you think about that question before you came to ask me?
Hey man, eventually you're gonna wake up one morning and you're gonna say, fuck it. It's coming, man. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, man. Just hold on. Just give me a call before you slap us so I can get it on camera so we can put it on the show.
Hey, but Pharaoh, you have to understand the reason why I say it's you is because, like you said, you were raised with certain standards. You were raised with certain considerations. And you see this and it frustrates you. It makes you mad because that's not the way you were raised. So yes, it's you, and yes, it's them.
No, see, that's the problem. I'm gonna correct
but,
right
but,
there.
But
Tim.
him,
I'm gonna say, well, I'm not gonna correct you, but I'm gonna disagree. The problem is, we were raised with certain standards, but kids these days are raised with a different standard where the shit that we were raised with is not the way it is anymore. They're raised
right. That's what
people
right.
nowadays.
That's
so
what
it's
I'm saying.
so that's why I'm saying it's not Pharaoh. It's his upbringing compared to the upbringing now. It's like when I was in high school, Joy was just telling me one of the things that she liked about me in high school was even in high school I wore my pants up to my waist where they're supposed to be with a belt on. And most
had his pants up to his chest nipple.
No, I have nice chest hair. I don't have taco meat like everybody else here. I have nice chest hair, so I would want to show that shit off.
But Pharaoh was saying that is it him not accepting the way the people
well, that's
talk
what you
to
can
him and
say.
everything?
You
right,
can say that
but it's him because
him not accepting it, but not that it's just him. It's
no, I said it's him and them. I didn't say it was just him.
No, it's society as a whole. What is what I'm saying? There are no standards.
Same difference.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not the same.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cause a debate.
Welcome back. It's
a good topic point.
Yeah, it's a good topic for discussion, but it is true though, man. I understand what you're saying. I understand what both of y'all saying. All three of y'all saying, man. As for me, man, my day went well. Like I said, I can't complain, man. Like Pharaoh, I'm one day closer. But hey, you know what I'm saying? They already know I'm leaving, so
hey, man, I got the 800 number, man. I got the 800 number.
I know. I'm gonna have all my
hurry up for Fella 47 change some.
Yeah, all I gotta say is I'm gonna have all my grandkids here, man. So I'm gonna have a packed house, 5 motherfucking kids in the house, and a dog. My daughter went out of town.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, my daughter went out of town. Her and her husband went out of town. So if I hear some barking, I got the
dog.
They
at least took the damn dog.
Hell no. That was the
they left the dog. They left the dog with the man on the street.
Dog, man.
Fellas, man, we got a great show tonight.
Kennel?
We got a good show tonight, man. And before I even get started, man, because a couple of these subjects I want us to talk about involves a couple of celebrities and the way that they carry themselves. But the first question I'm going to ask before I show the video is, when do you forgive a person because of their action? Or should you forgive a person because of their action? Mad Professor, your thoughts?
When do I forgive someone because of their actions?
Yeah.
When I no longer go, that motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker. However long that takes is when I forgive. Because up to that point, if I see them, it's on again with whatever they did. I'm a forgiving person. I am, but I don't forget what people do, but I will forgive them after a while. But like I said, it takes me a minute because I've held a grudge against motherfuckers that I haven't seen in 30 years. So shit.
Okay, I got you. What about you, Tim Dog?
I'm pretty much like Mad Professor. I'll forgive you, but I won't forget. But I won't be what's the word when you keep reminding them of it? I won't be a pest about it. Me, I'm the silent person. I'll forgive you. We can still communicate. I don't care about that. But in the back of my mind, I'm always going to be suspect because of it.
Okay. What about you, Pharaoh?
I'm going to say there's levels to this. I have levels to who and what and how things play off with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's somebody that I don't give a shit about, you kiss my ass to your last breathing or breath. I don't care. But if it's a family member, I'm going to approach you differently whenever I see you, or if we see each other again, I approach you different because I knew who you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like everybody else, the grudges are held to protect you to a point, because you know who you are, and they know who you were. That's the shitty part about it is they know who you are and what you're about, and they still try to play a game with you or disrespect you to a point to where now we have this fucked up relationship.
Okay,
So
I got you. I got you. I understand what you're saying, man. Well, I was gonna start with Kanye, but y'all say exactly what I say. We gonna start with Tracy Morgan because Tracy Morgan is holding on to this goddamn grudge for forever.
Yeah, I like.
I think I forgot. I'm homeless, boy. So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that.
Tracy Morgan is getting a few side eyes and support for a now viral confrontation between him and a man who he alleged was mean to him when he was younger. In the release video, Morgan is seen leaving a Knicks basketball game and would begin signing autographs, only to see someone from his past who is now homeless. Before the unidentified man would proceed to ask Tracy for help, it appears that Tracy would become immediately triggered once he recognized the man by first saying, "I remember you."
Where? What's up? Listen, I remember you. Don't talk to me like I owe you something. I didn't say that, boy. Did I get something? No. I got when we was younger. Yeah, but I think I forgot. I'm homeless, boy. So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that. Yeah. Take care of my kids. Can I get a picture of my sister?
Now, Tracy's abrupt rejection of the man has now left many split on his response, given that his net worth is allegedly between $70 to $75 million, and as many would know, he would receive a huge payout from Walmart back in 2014, after he would end up in a very bad accident in which one of his friends would lose their life. For many, the question has come up, is this how you would treat someone who bullied you and has now fallen on hard times, or should Morgan have taken the higher road?
Matt, Professor, I'm coming back to you because you ain't been on in a while. Yeah, that's why I asked the question beforehand, because Tracy Morgan is holding on to that motherfucking beef. So was Tracy Morgan wrong on the way he handled that situation, in your opinion?
No, I'm gonna stop you short. No, because you don't know the problem. The thing I have with people who want to shit on, man, you worth this much, you worth that much. You don't know what trauma does to somebody from the time they're young until they get older. And Tracy is an ugly ass dude, so that trauma is stuck with him for a long ass time. But I mean, you can't blame people for how they deal with their trauma. I mean, you really can. I'm sorry if somebody bullied me when I was younger. I'd feel some kind of way. I'd feel some kind of way, and if I saw them in the street, I'm homeless. Okay, go down the street, wash my car. I'll give you this quarter. But otherwise, leave me be. Just saying, man.
You don't know what trauma could do to you. Look at Trace Morgan. He ugly as hell.
He is, bro. Shit, money fix everything.
Money fix everything. Pharaoh King, your thoughts? Was Tracy Morgan wrong on the way you handled the situation?
I'm gonna lead it off like this. First of all, people don't have anything to say about Tracy Morgan and his relationship with this individual because nobody knows what the hell transpired for them to even act that way, and for that bum to even approach him in that setting just shows basically what part of their relationship is, because that's why he reacted in such a manner. But let's go back to something that I had mentioned prior, like maybe earlier this month, I believe, when that white gentleman got bullied in high school.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Got bullied in high school, and 50 years later at their school reunion, he shot the motherfucker in the face 2 times.
Oh, damn.
So once again, money or no money, like you said, Matt Professor, the trauma of what you got bullied in high school, it made that man go to, from what the daughter was saying, it made that man go to therapy. It caused him to lose jobs, all kinds of stuff because of that moment that man he gave him a wedgie to pull it over his head type of way.
Right. Ooh, atomic. Ooh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that embarrassing moment with him being bullied as a sophomore in high school, 50 years later, caused him to pull a trigger on this motherfucker, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, Tracy Morgan had all the right regard. It's not even about the money. It's about the personal trauma that person inflicted, he made it out of that
What up,
trauma
dope?
for that to be brought back in
What
your
up,
face
dope?
in that light. Yes, you know what? Fuck you. It ain't my problem. Matter of fact, he didn't even say enough to him. And furthermore, he called him boy. Nigga, what? Out of all these years, you gonna call me boy? Yeah, you definitely leaving here with negative sense. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't see how anybody could not see Tracy's side of the situation. I mean, come on now. You don't know what transpired.
Man, that be saying bullshit like that. You know
No,
that.
those are people who sit there and don't like Tracy Morgan. That's all that is. I don't like him because he looked like he's something wrong with him. You know how people are, and you have your good critics and you have your bad critics. But was he wrong? Hell to the no. First of all, why the fuck you gonna come up and say something to him knowing that he doesn't associate himself with you? And then you try to get on there and demoralize him by saying, but I'm homeless. Like Tracy said, that ain't my fault.
Boy, he still saying boy.
Right.
Y'all not, hey, those 3 letters, man, that meant a lot to me.
That.
You call me boy
after
all these years, nigga, leave with his negative sense.
Y'all joke is hard, boy. So back to you. Y'all heard they say y'all don't have no y'all.
Man,
y'all
fuck
like
him. And fuck those who said that Tracy did something wrong. The only thing he did wrong was not give him any fucking money.
Okay, I got you. Bad Professor, I'll come back to you again.
But then again, that was right.
So Matt Professor, let me ask you this. Do you believe in forgiving somebody so you can have inner peace or hold on to that grudge like Tracy Morgan?
Well, I'm sorry. When I see that nigga homeless, that's my piece right there. Because I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me when I was younger. I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me when I was younger.
God damn it! Hold on, Bad Professor.
Hold
on, Bad Professor. Bad Professor, hold on, Bad Professor. You like, God damn it, Bad Professor. That's your piece. If you see the motherfucker homeless, God damn it.
It sure the hell is. It sure the hell is. I'm on certain. I told y'all the story about the only time in my life I was called a nigga to my face by a homeless man. I told this bitch, hey, I'm going home tonight. Where you at? I will never forget that to this day. I will never forget that. That was my piece right there. Going to my roof, the house I had with a roof over my head, 4 walls around me, and warmth, nigga. That was keeping my ass toasty.
Okay, Bad Professor, I got you. Go ahead with your story, man. I need to cut you off.
That was just it.
That was it.
A homeless man decided to call me a nigga, and I told him, well, I'm going home. I'm going home. Where your home at?
Oh shit, boy!
I got a bathroom at my house. What you got?
Damn, Bad Professor. Tim Dog, man, same question. Do you believe in forgiving someone so you can have inner peace, or are you gonna hold on to that grudge like Tracy Morgan?
Man, I always say I don't get mad, I get even, and I'm a firm believer in karma. So, like Mad Professor said, I mean, yeah, fuck him. Because I don't know, he wasn't thinking about that when he was doing whatever he was doing to Tracy Morgan. He wasn't thinking, oh, he's gonna be a famous guy, I need to be nice to him. No, he was trying to take advantage, tease, or whatever the hell it was to him. And now he falls on hard times. He sees somebody from the past, and you know how we can be. Man, you know me. So yeah. Tracy Morgan did right. I mean, forgive him, maybe, but that's up to him. That's not for any of us to say.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Pharaoh. I'm just saying, do you forgive someone so you can have inner peace, even though you might see them down and out, but you're doing it for yourself. You're not really doing it for them. But do you still hold on to that grudge after, you know, whatever? You see the guy down and out like the Mad Professor, fuck him, I guess. Shit.
Oh, day.
What he say? I'm gonna.
I don't know how Shannon Sharp said this, but remember that on First Take when my man said, the Bible says the turn of the cheek. I'm not in there. So, so with that being said, it depends on the level of disrespect, and obviously that was a high level of disrespect. So his inner peace was walking to his McLaren while that man walked his ass back to the street. So I think he's fine.
Yeah,
Now,
You
me,
don't. I mean, think
now
about
me,
it.
like the question for me, like is if I'm going to hold my inner peace, it would depend. It depends on the relationship I have with the person.
okay.
Think about
Right?
it. You have
I
to say
have
to yourself,
to.
I'm,
I have to. I have
This
to
shit there for a
at certain
second.
times. Some people, like my mother, always told me, not everybody thinks like you. So.
Yeah.
yeah, that
So I
all the
have to
time.
take that into account for some of the things that I'll be thinking. But there's some people that's on my list. It's like a list of 5 people. I'm gonna do them exactly like Tracy Morgan did, but I might put my hand on them. And I don't care if it's a woman or man, because at that point, they're objects. They're not people at that point, they're objects, and I must get rid of those objects. So
Yeah. Young fella can't
oh,
pop
see,
off.
look, see, look.
Hey, it's just for me, Matt Professor Tim Dahl says something about karma. Even though you might be up one day, but you might be the one down and out, and then this
That's
person is
why
up.
I don't do shit like that to people.
So
I
that's
don't.
what I'm saying. So if Tracy Morgan get that karma where that God did spare his life and he did get that money, but God could take that money away, and that person could be able to come up. Now, would that change your mind, or you still have that?
I got something for that one too.
Okay.
No, because let me tell
Okay.
you why. Let
Yeah.
me tell you why. Karma will only go so far if you're not prepared for it.
Okay.
And I mean, if Tracy Moore, let's say he got that 14 million from Walmart for that accident. And if he was dumb enough to smoke it all, buy it all, and do everything and lose it all, then that's on Tracy.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm always it's what I tell my kids, it's what I always tell Joy. I always try to find a way to be prepared for the worst that could happen.
Yeah.
Without dwelling on it too much. So the worst for me could happen, but I'm always prepared for it. So I'm not concerned about karma, because again, me holding my grudge against you is not on me. I'm sorry. It's something you've done to me. And you asked the earlier question you asked is am I quick to forgive? Now I'm quicker to forgive a stranger than I am for family, because family knows who you are. And if they do something purposely to hurt you, then I don't need them. It's what I remember. What I told y'all a year ago for our holiday special on the sports podcast. Sometimes you got to just cut family loose. Fuck them. Let them go.
Yeah, I remember that. Pharaoh K, you agree with what Matt Professor just said?
Yes, and I'm going to add to there's a couple things. First of all, I'm going to say dogs. How should I say? Dogs know when people are bad. They know when it's time to leave. All right. They don't hold grudges. They know it's just time to remove themselves from a place to get somewhere better, so they feel better. Mike Tyson said it best. He said, "I've been broke before." So he understands, right? I've been broke before. This is nothing to me. With that being said, when he went to jail, he said that was the most peace he's ever had. Right. So he prepared himself mentally for these types of avenues in life. That man that was a bully, so Tracy Morgan didn't prepare to be homeless. He thought he was on top of the world. That's why he was doing that shit, and it didn't pan out. So with that being said, I think all of us here at one point of our life, we question our decisions, and are we going the right way? Are we making the right decision? But in that path, we didn't bully people to get to where we at, so we never thought about failing or not having anything, because we was always striving to be better. That bully did not do that. Bullies don't do that. Bullies are in the now moment, and whatever's going on, whatever's happening, and they don't know what good or bad karma is. They just know at that point things are working out for them. So
I got you. Tim Dog, you brought up the karma situation. That's why I say Tracy Morgan is up right now. But karma, the way that he got there, may be the way that he may lose it again, and then the other guy may come up. So do you believe in karma in that sense?
No. I mean, because Tracy Morgan is affected by something that he did. Ask yourself the question: what would someone do to you to make you act the way Tracy Morgan is acting. It has to be something serious, vicious, degrading, whatever it is. And people get affected by shit differently. PTSD.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect everyone the same way.
Yeah.
So and by him not saying anything about it and kept going, that says that it's private and it's something that he's dealing with. And everyone now getting their own speculation about, oh, he shouldn't have done this. Put yourself in his situation. If that guy had raped him at one time, I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying.
Right.
If that guy had, would you want to try to help him just because he's homeless? Or you saw him kill someone? Or anything? Come on.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. I hear what you're saying, man.
Karma.
But like I say, with the opening question, man, that's why I asked, when do you forgive a person because of their action? Do you forgive them, or you just hold that grudge?
What about this?
And then, go ahead.
Well, what about this? You remember when we was all separating from the military and we doing that transition stuff, and one of the first things they always said was, be careful how you are as an NCO, because you might not know who's going to be your supervisor when you transition out of the job. Because sometimes the younger soldiers will get out before, and they have worked their way to those managerial positions or whatever the case is, and you might be coming behind them trying to get another. We come behind them trying to get our our new path of life, or whatever the case is, our new career path, and they happen to be the person that's over them. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
So you bullied them while you was in uniform for them to be in a position when you get out of uniform to now control what you can and can't do. And that's basically what happened with Tracy Morgan.
Yeah. So basically, be I guess treat people the way that you want to be treated, because you never know how the table may turn.
That's it.
And speaking of karma, oh man, I was going to stop with this brother, but y'all brought up a good conversation when I asked y'all that question. This brother, I guess karma caught up to him, or better yet, he said his head trauma from 20 years ago is causing him to act a goddamn fool.
Kanye West is apologizing after years of racist and anti-Semitic rhetoric, taking out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal to address the fallout. In the ad, West apologized directly to Black and Jewish communities, writing that he, quote, lost touch with reality and deeply regrets the things he said and did. He acknowledged gravitating towards the swastika, even selling t-shirts with the symbol, and said his bipolar disorder contributed to what he described as poor judgment and reckless behavior. Still, he stressed that his diagnosis does not excuse his actions, declaring, quote, I am not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people. West also apologized to the Black community, saying he let them down and wants to earn forgiveness through accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. The apology comes after years of controversies that cost him major partnerships and sparked widespread backlash.
And that's why it goes back to the same question. When do you forgive a person because of their action, man, Professor? Because Kanye West, when he said the thing about George Bush, he was pro-Black, and then all of a sudden he went crazy. So, man, Professor, do you believe Kanye's apology?
Nope.
Man, Professor's old one tonight.
Nope.
Welcome back.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this. He wants to show he's apologetic.
Exactly,
and wants to show some type of contrition. All the money you made from your little Hitler song and all the little money you done made being maggot, donate that to black and Jewish causes. Then I'll think he's serious, because I bet he's not coming up off that money. I promise you he ain't coming up off that money. And that's my whole thing. You can show contrition. That's all fine. That's all well and good. Words don't mean a goddamn thing. You bought a 1-page ad in whatever newspaper that was. I don't give a shit about that. Show me the money, Kanye. Show me you're serious about wanting to be forgiven for the stupid shit that you did. Because a lot of this shit didn't come after your diagnosis of bipolar disorder. A lot of it came before that. So especially with him saying slavery was a choice, because he said that shit damn near 10 years ago. So again, I don't want to hear none of this now. I don't want to hear none of this now. Show me you're contrite. I want to see some action.
Yeah, and Pharaoh, I guess Matt Professor must have read my goddamn question again. like I say, what do you need to see from Kanye to show that he's working towards bettering himself? Like the math professor just said.
Oh man, this dude's gonna have to he's just gonna have to get into a new body because
Damn, Pharaoh.
as long as he's in this body, man, ain't nobody gonna forget it. You know, from the Trump, you're like a father figure to me. To
right,
wearing the black
Yeah,
Klansman outfit. To man, there's so many things we can say, and yeah, you can apologize to the Jewish community, but they have to apologize to us, so that's on you. And as far as us as the black people that really followed him and supported him and everything he did, and for him to just basically, you know, put his ass in our face, it's like I said, he gonna have to change bodies, man. He gonna have to do some shit like in these movies and become somebody else, because I'm done with him. He can kiss my ass. I'm done with him.
Yeah, I hear what you say.
And you know, he's only doing this apology because it's not working out. His like Nicki Minaj is doing the same thing he did, you know, and it's not working out. It's not going to benefit you because at the end of the day, they use you and abuse you, and then now that you're like the shoe deal. First of all, he didn't even hold his promise on the shoe deal. He said all those shoes were supposed to be no more than $25-$30, and he let Adidas boost them bitches up to $250-$300 a pair. So he never held his promise there, but he made that money, he didn't give it back. I ain't see him do anything with the community. He goes to Chicago and said, "These my people." Yeah, but what else has he done?
Yeah, exactly. What you saying?
So I don't understand. So no, change bodies. We might come talk to you.
I was about to say change body. No, man, your thoughts, man. What does Kanye have
to do? JJ, man, nigga, I don't look like a bar blast. That shit is green.
Bar blast.
We still doing this.
Yeah. This What does Kanye have to do to show that he's working towards bettering himself, towards, you know, after being the asshole he's been for the last couple of years? And like I said in one of my videos that I did, this motherfucker talk about he's a Trump lover, and he was all hugged up with Candace Owens. You know, certain things you just can't forget that you saw it. So what does he have to do, man?
Put his money where his mouth is. I mean, you say you're gonna do something, don't say it, do it. You know, my mama used to always say, you know, you can say whatever the hell you want, but until you do it, people not gonna see it.
Okay. And you know what's funny is that he does have an album coming out, and it's kind of odd. It's kind of odd that it would come out during that time, Matt Professor. So can you see that he's using this to get back into good graces? Kanye. Yeah, to get back into good graces. You know, let me use this tactic, because like Pharaoh said, everything that he was doing, it basically backfired on him, and it didn't work out the way that he wanted it to work out. Because I believe if he had got that money by still saying the things that he's been saying,
he'd still be doing it.
Still be doing it. Yeah. It's just crazy that that situation with him. For me, I'm basically saying the same thing, man, because you did too much. Sometimes you could do a little bit too goddamn much to be forgiven, and then to say that it's because of your frontal lobe that happened in the accident 20 years ago. That to me, that doesn't hold water, man, Professor. Am I wrong for thinking that way?
No. See, that's why I'm saying a lot of what he's been doing recently is before his diagnosis of bipolar disease. And my issue with, I mean, he's always had a mercurial aura about him. So
don't skate past that word. What the fuck?
A lot of that is not.
Spell it.
MECURAIL, if I remember right, or RIAL. If like I said, I think that's it. But yeah, he's, like I said, he's done a little bit too much for us to just open arms and say, "Come on back in, Kanye. We miss you, dog." No, I don't miss him. I truly don't. And see, that's what I'm saying. I know I work with a person that's bipolar. She don't do that kind of stuff. and I don't know. I'm not gonna say that she's always on her medication or whatever. But the problem I have, like I said, with Kanye is he wore that shit as a crutch and tried to use that to excuse every damn thing he's done. Everything you did didn't having bipolar disease didn't make you buy a fucking KKK outfit and go on a podcast with Nick Fuentes, my guy. I mean, come on now.
What was that T-shirt he had?
White Lives Matter.
Yeah, White Lives Matter on a black T-shirt, huh?
but let me ask you this, Pharaoh. You might not accept his apology, but do you agree, or are you? I don't want to say happy. Or are you? I'm gonna use the word happy, but Matt Professor, you could tell me another word. That he's seeking help. That he's trying to get help for himself, even though you may not forgive him. Are you thankful that he took it upon himself to say, hey, something is wrong with me. I need to get help to better myself. Even if nobody accepts his apology, you see that he's actually trying to better himself. Is that a good move? Or can you say to yourself, okay, I can agree to that?
That's a good question. I would say, I think if he would have checked himself into a rehab, a mental rehab or something, and, to take some steps in to try to correct some of the behavior he's doing, maybe that would try to, persuade me to believe that he's seeking better or self-improvement, things of that nature. But him having his wife walk around in this fucking balloonized outfit, and all it needs is one good 10-mile-an-hour wind, she would have been rolling out. What was that shit that you put that bubble thing on and you run into each other and shit?
Yeah,
that's what she looked like.
I'm thinking more about the nude outfit they wore to the Grammys or whatever the award show that was, where you could see every damn thing.
Right. So I don't know what you're trying to say or do, but your wife is running around here just as dumb as you are. So you might both need to get checked into the damn mental health facility, and maybe you can persuade the public. But right now, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just believe
back at that.
I just believe he need to do something to make it look like he's actually trying to better himself.
Well, Pharaoh, I'm coming to you, Tim Dog. He did do something. He said it was his wife that actually finally told him, "Hey, you're way out there, on the other side of the planet. You need to seek help. You need to find out why are you going through these different mood swings in the way that you acting." So his wife caught on before he did, and that's why he said that he did seek some type of help, because I think Kim Kardashian was keeping his kids away because of the way that he's acting, and he said that their relationship has gotten better. So Tim Dog, like I say, you may not never forgive him or don't care to forgive him, but seeing that he's taking responsibility for his action and seeking help, does that makes it a little bit easier to swallow or to accept his apology?
No, seeking help, that ain't shit. I mean, if you want to apologize,
that's a cold motherfucker, boy.
No, what I'm saying.
You didn't even ask me that question yet.
No, I mean, think about it. Think about it. How many times have people gone to rehab and relapsed? So that shit.
That is true.
You trying to sit there and do something. You apologize to the communities that you insulted. Do something for those communities. Don't just sit there and say you sorry. Yeah, you're a sorry motherfucker for saying it. So.
But the question I'm asking Tim Dog, but like I say, you might want him to do something, but the fact that he's seeking help to better himself, did you give him props for that?
No.
Matt Professor, what about you?
I'm gonna give him a laurel of whatever for him.
The goddamn thesaurus, isn't he?
For him wanting to better himself, for him wanting to get help for his issue. But like I said, a lot of what he's done, laurel and a hearty handshake. But again, I appreciate
doing this show
trying
on him, man.
I appreciate him wanting to better himself and wanting to get himself to be the Kanye that he was when he dropped into the zeitgeist and dropped into everybody's playlist. Like I said, I appreciate him wanting to get help for himself. But again, a lot of times there are some things that you just can't forgive of anybody. And him running around saying black people deserve slavery or whatever the hell it was that he said that was so stupid, and then coming out saying I love Hitler in that damn black ass KKK outfit, him making the Hail Hitler song. That's I'm sorry, that shit is kind of unforgivable. Imagine a Jewish person doing any of that shit.
Oh, hey, we're forgetting the bullshit with Joel Osteen.
Oh, that's another show.
You remember that
topic?
Yeah, no,
I don't remember that. I don't recall that.
What we're talking about?
I don't recall that. What the hell? Juan, you on one tonight. This motherfucker.
No, see, I'm gonna tell you something about Juan. His bipolarism is
it's kicking in. Yeah, I see that now.
When I come to work, that's when he worked. He works the last hour of him supposed to be working. Ain't that right, Juan?
Oh, goddamn.
So we get there, and then all of a sudden the sterilizers is running. And like, nigga, you had all night to do this shit. Why are you doing it right now? Now this shit.
I was asleep.
I gotta wait.
I was asleep.
Put shit off because he decided to do some work 2 hours before we show up.
Because he's bipolar.
Bipolarism.
But fellas, man, you know, good conversation about that. And you know, we about to pivot to your boy and the DOJ because there's a lot of shit going on. And it just keeps on saying I'm sleeping.
That's what I said. He's sleeping. I said
that. Why you stupid? But you
know, you need to explain what this NHH is, man.
Yeah, the latest thing that's going on is your boy and his DOJ done arrested, goddammit, Don Lemon.
Former CNN anchor and a former colleague of mine and friend, Don Lemon, has been taken into custody by federal agents, according to his attorney. It comes after Lemon covered the protest earlier this month, dozens of anti-ICE protesters rushing inside of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, Don has said that he was just there as a journalist, photographing the incident as a journalist, asking questions as a journalist after the protesters went in, and has been very clear he was not part of the protest group. In a statement, Don Lemon's attorney says, quote, "This unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from the many crises facing this administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court." Now, I have some more breaking news. We have just learned that another independent journalist who is very popular here and very well known here in Minneapolis and in Minnesota, Georgia Fort, has also been arrested. We have now seen video of her inside of her home telling us that there are FBI agents outside of her door demanding that she come out. She said that they had a warrant, that they had gone to a grand jury. So this is brand new breaking news. She is describing what is happening, saying that the federal agents say that they had a warrant, that there was a grand jury involved, and that she must come out to be arrested. She said that she spoke to her attorney. Her attorney advised her to go with them. And that is exactly what she did, and that she was taken to the Whipple building. So now there are 2 journalists who have been arrested by the FBI, by federal agents, after the incident that happened at a church.
Professor, I'm coming back to you. And I'm going to say this. The journalists that has been arrested are people of color. Black journalists.
I was going to bring that up.
Those have been arrested. So, but the question is this, man, Professor: is the Trump administration impeded on the First Amendment by arresting Don Lemon and others for reporting what they're reporting?
Of course they are. They don't give a shit about the First Amendment. They never have. I mean, it's Don Lemon covering the whether or not he's covering the protests inside of a church, which is public ground, or he's part of the protest. It is legal under the First Amendment. So, I mean, of course it's an attack on the First Amendment because these assholes show you their colors every damn day, including with the 2 shootings in Minnesota where one person was killed inside their car. One person was killed because he was licensed to carry a concealed weapon. They don't care about the Constitution. That's why I love when these idiots talk about it, because they don't give a shit about it. They only care about whatever power they have to take those rights away from everybody. So yeah, it's an attack on the First Amendment, and of course it's an attack on Black people, period, because they hate when we talk.
God damn. Tim Dog, your thoughts, man, on the
From
First
the looks
Amendment.
of it. from the looks of it, he wasn't the only journalist there.
Yeah.
So why is he
No,
the
the other
only
two that they
journalist?
arrested were there as well.
Yeah. But they arrested
Or the
the
three,
other
rather.
lady.
It was three.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
Three,
three of them.
three
It was three,
additional.
but they was all people of color though. There wasn't. And the funny part is they used the Ku Klux Klan Act. That's the
The
part
Faith
that KKK Act to use why they
Are you
arrested Don
serious?
Lemon. No, that's what they said.
Yeah.
That's what they said. That's what I read.
Yeah,
That's what I read.
used it because he was threatening to use it 2 weeks ago when the judge told him no.
Yeah.
And then it was again a week later when another federal judge and jury told him no.
Yeah.
And the
he's
thing is,
breaking the
they
law
said
doing this shit.
but you have a grand jury. You could tell them anything. We found that out before.
But no, the
So-
grand jury said no. They wasn't gonna give him. They wasn't gonna give a subpoena or an indictment. Rather.
So why are they sitting there lying to her, saying that they did?
It just comes to the fact that
See,
we all
it
know
don't
that
make sense.
certain people can't say things about Donald Trump and his administration. And Don Lemon is one of them. And Don Lemon is, a lot of people may not like Don Lemon, but he's holding his feet, Donald Trump's feet to the goddamn fire. And he really doesn't like that. So that's the way I see it. I could be wrong, Tim Dog. Your thoughts?
No, you're right. He's just abusing his power, and some people are trying to make excuses for it. That's all.
Yeah, and Pharaoh King, man, the First Amendment, you're supposed to have freedom of speech, but it seems as though that certain people can't say certain things, just like certain people can't carry a weapon.
Okay. So with this being said, the pastor of the church that we're talking about that they were sitting in on is an ICE official, David Easterwood. He's an ICE official. So with that being said, they did not interrupt the service. They waited till the service was done, and the pastor actually engaged them. That's when they said the things they said. So with that being said, it is not illegal after they have been engaged. Now, if they would have forced their way in there, that's where the FACE Act comes involved. And that's the Ku Klux Klan thing that we talk about. So what they did was they altered what happened in order to protect the ICE official, because they once again, people of color, they don't want us speaking. Same thing with the what is that the Mona Act, or what is that, the act in California where we can't carry weapons? Mulford, one of those.
That's the I call it the Black Panther Act.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's why they passed it. I call it the Black Panther Act.
So that's they're always going to try to find a way to silence us because they know our voices are large. They know that people follow us. And that's one of the major reasons that my man out of Chicago, the Black Panther guy that was killed in Chicago, the 21-year-old
Huey Newton
guy.
That's not Huey. That's Fred Hampton.
No. That's talking about the explosion.
Fred Hampton.
No. Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton started going into the white communities and getting them to come over and change their views.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you this too, guys. I don't know if you know this or not, but in Minnesota, the whole state of Minnesota, Minneapolis being in particular, that has not voted for a Republican president since Richard Nixon in 1972.
Yeah.
That has been a blue state since 1972.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's moving so tough with ICE in this state? Is to try to move that, is try to change the narrative, right?
Yeah.
But you have national attention for the dumb shit that you're doing, and now you're losing Minnesota definitely at this point. But they had Republican, officials. That's the reason why they have the problems they have today.
Yeah, because I think I saw something with I think it was the state legislative special runoff. She got like 95% of the vote.
Yeah, the Democrat.
I got Democrat, and the other person got three.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I will go with Jesse Ventura on this. Now Jesse Ventura said stop voting red and blue, and you know who Jesse Ventura is. Yeah. He said we need to start voting off of red and blue because they're the ones that's killing our political system by having us go both. This two major party thing. It's supposed to be 4 parties, but they've made it a 2-party system.
Yeah, it's a 2-party system But I understand that, man. But to get back on this on the thing with Don Lemon and the rest of people of color, well, I'm gonna say black people being arrested for voicing their opinion, man, Professor. Has the freedom of the press lost in this climate of Donald Trump?
No, they've not lost. They've given what you would think they lost. They let him control the narrative. He'd sit there, does something stupid, and they say, "Oh, it's just him being him." No, it's that's kind of the problem. That's why I can't say that they've lost it, because to say lost, that would mean somebody involuntarily took it. No, they capitulated. They gave up their rights. They gave up their rights as the press during this asshole's second presidency. I mean, hell, they half gave it up during his first, but they definitely decided to say, okay, this time we just not gonna cover half the shit that he does. I mean, this Felon 47 does at least 15 dumb things every day that would make you think, man, this motherfucker must have ate lead paint chips as a kid.
God
and
damn.
They ignore the shit. They don't talk about it. They act like it didn't happen. They just try to move on to the next. And that's the goddamn problem. And I mean, Steve Bannon said it during the first administration, flood the zone so that they can't focus on one thing. But here's the thing. Everybody needs to focus on the one thing, and the big time media can do it. They choose not to.
Yeah. What up, Miss Paula? I saw you say something earlier. Hit you up. I ain't seen you in a while. What about you, Tim Dog? Has the freedom of the press been lost in this climate of Donald Trump, in your opinion?
I wouldn't say lost, but intimidated. And like Matt Professor said, if this was 1970s, you would never ever hear about this, because the freedom of the press was strong. And getting the information that's how Watergate happened.
No, Juan, you're not supposed to eat paint chips.
Not supposed to eat paint chips.
Not even with salsa.
And right now, he's using the Department of Justice as a weapon, and DOJ, to intimidate anyone who tries to, underhand his agenda. Just like taking those votes in Atlanta, illegal as hell, but you can always tell a judge anything, because a judge from Missouri signed it. Why not from Georgia? Because the one in Georgia, they got rid of. So, but anyway, I digress. When a person, an animal feels trapped, the first thing, the defense mechanism is to just jump out at everything. Just jump out and attack. And that's what we're seeing now. He's attacking everything because he knows he's trapped. And he knows that his constituents see that, his mental capacity is diminishing.
Diminishing bad, too.
Oh, whoa. I mean, Alzheimer's in overdrive, but you don't hear anybody saying anything about his mental health. Oh, Sleepy Joe. No, we talking about Sleepy Joe. How about Dozing Donald?
I heard that video. I like that one. Go ahead. I might use that in one of my videos.
See, it's always a hypocrisy when it comes to the Republicans, and the Democrats always take the lighter side. But now they're getting a taste of their own medicine, because they inflicting their own wounds.
Yeah,
they know that what they did was wrong. So, fuck it. I see.
Pharaoh, I understand that, and the press is intimidated by Donald Trump.
Yeah,
but some of these people that are intimidated, they may not realize that the Republican Party is not going to be in power for forever. And one thing I think Tim Dog said, and I think Matt Professor, I can't say the word that he said because I can't pronounce it. My tongue will get in the goddamn way. But the fact that when the Democrats do get back in power, they're not going to do the same thing that this Republican Party is doing. But would you feel bad if they did that, or would you lose, I guess, feel some type of way if the Democrats president was to go after the press, people, just like the Trump administration? Or would you be like, right on, let's do to them like they did to us?
I would say that I would say that let's go back to when President Obama was in office, and they ridiculed him and they ridiculed his wife.
Yeah.
And these are two professional people that did everything right, but you found a way to try to discredit and do whatever you could to this wonderful family. No scandals, raising two kids, even had a damn dog that was chilling. A man who actually brought welcomed the veterans when they flew into DC on Veterans Day. Let's fast forward to Melania Trump that's trying to make a movie about her life, and then Donald Trump doing everything that he can to disrupt life in the United States and other countries to cover up his bullshit.
Yeah.
And you will find excuses for that.
Yeah.
A man that you will not bring into your house, but because you're trying to fit the narrative so you can get that paycheck of the billions of dollars that he got. And, people, yes, I would say make the press, go after the press people that supported Donald Trump, but not all press. If you supported Donald Trump and you was one of those that was intimidated by him, how can I trust you to actually do a good job with me? Because they fucked over Obama and his wife.
Yeah, and and I totally
even old boy out of Arizona, he talked bad about him. Trump talked bad about him. My man,
Kelly
out of Arizona.
Kelly. You talking about
John McCain?
John McCain.
McCain.
John McCain. He
talked bad about him because he didn't bend their way.
He talked about everyone.
And that's the situation that I see about the freedom of the press, because it seems as though that he's trying to stop your First Amendment right, especially if you say something that he doesn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Just like oh man, I'm gonna do a video about this guy. But one of the best comebacks ever. Some Republican, Donald Trump, called him a clown or call him clumsy or something, and he said that that means that I could be the DHS person, something like that, man, which was crazy. But you say something, Matt Professor, and no, Farrah say something, Matt Professor, and I want you to get your take on this, because Donald Trump is suing the goddamn IRS. Where's that bitch at? Oh, I gotta find it. Oh, I done lost it, fellas. God damn it.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it. We already know.
Yeah, I done lost that video. Yeah, no, there it is.
President Trump is suing the IRS and Treasury Department in his personal capacity for $10 billion, alleging the IRS failed to take the necessary steps to prevent his tax records from being leaked to the press. In his lawsuit filed yesterday, Mr. Trump and his two sons, Don Jr. and Eric, claimed the agencies caused reputational and financial harm, public embarrassment, and unfairly tarnished their business reputations. Back in 2024, a former IRS contractor was sentenced to 5 years in prison after pleading guilty to leaking the tax records to the New York Times. The suit raising major questions about conflicts of interest, given the president controls the IRS and Treasury Department. Neither agency responded to requests for comment, and today, President Trump ignored questions from reporters about the matter.
Matt Professor, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, Matt Professor. IRS, that money is the money that we pay, right?
Yep.
So if they was to pay him $10 billion, isn't that the American money that he will be receiving?
You think he give a shit about that?
I mean, I'm just making sure that he's supposed to be to hit a MAGA say he's the people president. But if they was to pay him out, isn't that
he's living up to it?
Okay.
See,
go ahead, man. He's getting his $10 billion from the people.
And that's what I'm about to say. The problem I have with all of this is he comes up with these stupid fucking inflated ass numbers, knowing full well that it's easier for whomever he's suing to just go ahead and say, okay, take, like when he sued ABC for $30 billion or whatever the fuck it is, got $100 million and said, okay, I'll walk away.
And was it CBS?
CBS? Yeah, it was CBS as well. And that's the shit about it is, like the reporter just said, he controls these aspects of the government that he's suing. So what's the fucking point? My thing is, my dude, and I've been asking these maggots that I know to answer this question for fucking years. What is he afraid of to show his tax returns for? Are you afraid that he's going to show exactly how much money he's gotten from your dumbass? Are you afraid he's gonna show how much money he's gotten from every fucking where else? And that's my whole issue with this. His whole presidency is a scam. There's nothing. He's not passed. He's not had one goddamn piece of legislation passed. He's not done one damn thing except scam people, scam the government, scam the world out of money. And to go back to a last point on this, sorry motherfucker, is a bully. You punch a bully in the mouth. Look at what Europe is doing his ass, punching his ass in the mouth, and he backs down every goddamn time. China, Japan, the Asian markets have punched his ass in the face, kicked him in the dick, whatever you want to say, and he's backed down every single damn time. And the sad shit is the American people should see this, and I wish these stupid ass maggots who themselves are fucktards would see every time the bond market reacts negative, that's when he changes his mind. He don't care about y'all. He cares about himself and people like him. So again, he's just doing this shit just because he knows he controls the purse strings of the government, so they can say, "Okay, we're just gonna settle." Fuck out of here.
And the crazy part about this, Pharaoh, is that every presidential candidate released their tax record. So if you had just released your tax record, you want to be in this situation. So you got something to hide in your taxes, just like those goddamn Epstein files. So Pharaoh, your thoughts on your president suing the government for $10 billion?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I try to sneak it in there. I try to make sure you paid attention. But I'm just making sure you
don't do that. I'm sorry. Hey man, bite your tongue, fool. Hey, listen. This comes on the heels of his tax records being audited because of the Trump Towers.
Yeah.
Right, you know, they already said that
was in that tax evasion
size of the room, so he wouldn't have to pay certain taxes on his own building. With that being said, he also promised the United States people or citizens that he would release his tax records if he was elected to the second term. Right?
Yeah.
He already
and the
said
first
that.
term he said that,
and he said the first time. So with that being said, you're going to sue people. You're going to sue yourself basically on something that you're supposed to provide to people in the first place. If you want people to follow you, you would want to give them those numbers and say, look what I've done.
Yeah.
But you've hidden everything, just like he always does. He's lied about everything, like we always say. He is an untrustworthy person. So for maggots, as Mad Professor calls them, what in the fuck do y'all see? That what Kool-Aid, what air are you breathing to support this individual?
Nut dust.
Not the Republican Party. This individual, the man who cares nothing about anybody but himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the funny part. Like I said earlier, Tim Dog, the IRS, that's the money that we pay to the federal government. So basically, like Pharaoh King just said, he basically suing the American people to get that money. And just like the Mad Professor said, that he's in control of it, and they rather settle to get this shit over. So he just basically enriching himself even more. Your thoughts?
I mean, like Mad Professor said, I mean, he don't give a fuck. All he cares about is the money and the image. And while y'all been talking, I've been researching something here. There are 228 active cases challenging the Trump administration. Let me just give you some of the ideas of those indications. Oh my God, it's 6 pages and it's like 50 on each page. Let me go to the beginning. There's a lawsuit filed for the Caribbean airstrike. The mother of 2 Trinidadian nationals who were killed in an airstrike by the U.S. government while on a fishing boat off the Venezuelan coast sued the United States of America, claiming that the strike was a wrongful act that caused their death and violated customary international law. That's just one. We got lawsuits from Illinois, Missouri, Department of Coalitions. This is what? Funds, freezing funds. A coalition of states sued the Department of Transportation over the suspension of National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Formula Program, which was enacted in the Infrastructure Budget and Jobs Act and appropriated $5 billion to states for the deployment of electric vehicles charging infrastructure. Now, we all know that this man did not care about alternative energy. I'm just
Oh,
going
he did that to get back at Elon Musk too.
Yeah, okay. Here's another thing. Portland ICE protesters filed. Journalists and protesters in Portland sued the Trump administration over actions taken by the Department of Homeland Security. And that's in every state he's been in. So to say that, oh my goodness, 21 suits by him, local and state officials, 17 Supreme Court stays or orders to vacate law orders, 1 Supreme Court of affirmation, 8 suits where judges ruled the federal government in a judgment, 9 suits where judges ruled against the federal government, 6 criminal prosecutions by the Department of Justice, and we all know James Comey, John Bolton, and all that. He loves to try to use the court system. He did that when he was a private person.
He grew up in the court.
Right. And he uses the court because he knows that he has the advantage. Because when people sued him in the beginning, he would take it to a higher court, knowing that the people can't afford it. And then the people would drop the charges because they can't go to court. He's betting on that. That's what he does all his life. He doesn't want anybody to see his tax returns because he knows he's crooked. He found guilty. But just like he's trying to take the ballots in Georgia, he's trying to make everything easy for him to stay in power and keep making money. All the spending he's doing on the White House, all that destruction he did to the East Wing, that's all government money. That's money that we made.
Yeah,
and he's just using it like it's his money, like his corporation.
And that's the bad part about it, man. When I saw that he sued the goddamn IRS, I was like, ah, damn, this motherfucker out here is out there.
That's all he does. That's his tactics. Sue him.
Because I mean my garage, Juan. That's why I got the jacket on. It's cold out in this bitch. That's why I got my jacket on, man. It's just one of those situations that we see that this guy is all about his money and he's a big grifter. I got one more topic I wanted to do a quick thing on because, I got something else I want to play before we go to our after show, Ashed Out. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all always stick around for that because that's when everybody gets the chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually we don't get past the first goddamn subject because y'all motherfuckers on this panel is crazy when they come up with some shit on their own. But Pharaoh, you brought it up earlier. Oh man.
What
you
I
brought
do?
it up earlier. No, you brought it up earlier because we got the Avengers Doomsday coming out. They got this new movie that's coming out. What is it called? The lady got beating the man ass like in Misery on the island and shit.
Send Help.
Send Help. Oh yeah, that new movie is coming out. Man, I know the math professor, he texted me and he wanted us to do some type of video chat while we watch this movie. Pharaoh, I know you said you talked about it. Tim Dahl want to get in on it as well. I can't wait till it drop. Well, it did drop. I don't bought my ticket. Math professor, I hope you got yours. Pharaoh, I'm sending you a ticket because I don't think you gonna spend money on this ticket. Tim Dog, you gonna bootleg shit like you always do. So,
hey,
are y'all ready for Melania?
Can I ask a question I've been dying to ask?
The new documentary.
Some have called this a documentary. It is not.
Okay, fine. The new film, cryptically titled Melania, about Melania Trump, is promising big answers.
I've always been curious
to big questions, assuring film buffs they will witness history being made.
What is your favorite time of day?
Oh, I'm not sure about you, but I was kind of expecting something bigger. But no bother, of course, the obvious answer is movie premiere day.
Favorite, it's morning. Very early morning.
Okay, now that feels like a missed opportunity, which kind of sums up the film as a whole, really. The missed part, that is. Because no one's buying tickets. Anywhere. This was what amounted to the Sydney premiere late this afternoon. And this was the first screening in Melbourne, where eventually we only counted 8 people in the audience. Only slightly fewer than President Trump's first inauguration.
It looked like 1.5 million people.
Indeed, if you were worried about locking in a ticket at a cinema near you, you needn't have been. Most Australian sessions were around 4% full, with 100-seat theatres only selling single figures worth of tickets. Plus, some Melania sessions meant to screen this morning were delayed or cancelled, which we saw happen overseas too.
I think nothing prepared.
Matt Professor, do you have your ticket to go see Melania?
Let me tell you something that just happened while you were playing your video. I farted and it got better reviews than that fucking documentary. It hit on all levels: taste, smell, longevity. It hit on everything. I'm gonna tell you what's stupid about this shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you what's really stupid about this shit. Who fucking cares about this woman? She's persona non grata during most of his first presidency. Damn sure during this one she's rarely ever seen. And I mean,
she don't live in the White House at all.
Exactly. And I think most people want to see it just in case her porn comes in the middle of it some damn where.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, no, I've seen her pictures naked. She ain't look like shit. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what, I could see why Don likes young girls, because her body ain't shit. I'm sorry, it just not.
Got a young girl's body.
It's just not. And I'm not saying I'm into young girls. I'm just saying.
I got you.
I can see why Felon 47 appreciates her body, because it looks like a prepubescent boy's body, especially before she had implants in the kids, the child rather, Baron, with his retarded ass. Anyway,
bad professor.
Man. I pay you to stop me from seeing this shit. If somebody said, "Hey man, Professor bought a ticket to go see Melania," I would pay somebody $50 to kneecap my ass with a baseball bat so that I don't make it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you stupid man. Oh shit. Matter of fact, a friend of mine sent me did I erase it? Oh man, he sent me a goddamn thing.
Juan, the pictures aren't worth it, dude. Trust me.
He sent me a thing saying that they were paying people $50 to go sit in the theater to watch.
I can believe that.
They say that they actually paid people. Yeah. So Farrell, you brought it up. You brought up Melania movie. You must be new it's coming out, because you must have looked at my notes as well. So Farrell, you got your ticket, or you gonna bootleg it like Tim Dog?
I'm not even gonna waste time bootlegging it.
Right.
They ain't even worth it there. I don't even want to check
I done checked all the torrent sites today. Don't nobody got that shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that for.
Oh, what? So you
what's crazy is the producer Brett Ratner. You know, he's known for like X-Men and all that stuff. Right? But he's also on the damn list.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
So what are we talking about?
And don't forget he did Rush Hour as well.
He knew, like he knew her. You know what you say? What you say, Matt Professor? He knew her with the bad built body. So
right.
So yeah, he probably did some AI shit to it. You know what I mean?
Hey, we gotta get Tim Dog in here, man, before we close the show. Tim Dog, your thoughts on Melania? You know, I thought it was. A lot of people probably
though.
They know what they should have did. They should have said it like Moana. They should have said it like Moana. See, if they had to say it like Moana instead of Melania, see, a lot of people, they would have got people. They say Moana 3, and when people go there, then they just bust out with Melania movie. See what I'm saying? Play on words.
No.
Tim Dog, your thoughts, man. It won't work.
I tell you what, Jeff Bezos got ripped. He should have used this. Now, my grandson got more likes than she got viewers worldwide. So
anyway, to try to get your grandson into the picture, boy, just trying to get some love for this stuff. Boy, I tell you, boy.
And that's another thing too. Like for Jeff Bezos, what he gave like 40 million, 40
million.
40 million.
And make
35 million for
to promote.
Yeah,
40 million for the rights and 35 million to promote the movie. So $75 million altogether. Yeah,
to give people $50 tickets to watch this trash, and people don't even want to bootleg it.
and see, that's what really pisses me off about this fucking thing. He bought the rights to this for some fucking reason for $40 million, a movie that nobody else wanted, nobody saw reason to produce, nobody fucking cared for. He paid $40 million plus $35 million, and a lot of that which went to having them advertised during this past weekend's NFL games.
Yeah.
And this piece of shit Bezos, this condom with fucking ears. I'm sorry, this condom with ears, Jeff Bezos with his ugly ass,
in the world,
has the nerve to fucking lay off, well, his company, because he doesn't run the company day to day anymore. Lay off 14,000 people last year, and now 16,000 people through the rest of this year.
Yeah,
make up for that.
I see why his wife left
movie.
I see why his wife left him.
Well, Mackenzie, she's doing something. What's funny is I like how she's giving his money away. The money she earned, she kept, but the money she got from him in the settlement, she's giving away.
Like I said, she the one to help build that Amazon.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why she got the settlement, which is well deserving because she helped build this motherfucker up. But yeah.
Juan, cut Juan's ass out of the chat.
I do
Juan's ass out of the chat now. He's done.
Yeah, there's a sex scene.
Shit.
It must be some tequila in the freezer.
I'd rather watch a sex scene with her and Baron than her and Felon 47.
No, one sex scene. She kissed him on the cheek at the inauguration. That's the sex
scene. Juan. There's gonna be a sex scene, and fellas, I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I wanted to talk about in the after show. Juan, there's gonna be a sex scene, and this is how Trump gonna be built.
Welcome back, Nathan, here at This Morning. We've never shied away from tackling real life matters. And today, we're talking about what might be the last taboo.
With the average UK penis size around 5.2 inches, our next guest measures up to just 0.38 inches. For comparison, that's about the size of garden pea.
Yeah, 38-year-old.
Oh my.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's Donald Trump. But we're going to talk about that in the after show, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all come back. Yeah, he has the smallest penis in the world.
That's a clip.
Don't laugh, man. It's
no, fuck that. That's something to laugh about. Fuck that.
So you want to come back for the after show? Because man, I got a couple of subjects that I want us to talk about.
I've seen moles bigger than that.
That's just one topic I want us to talk about. And then y'all ever heard of vaping? You ever heard of vaping? Vaping, I think that's how they say it. Well, this girl like the vaping. No, not vaping. This girl like the vaping.
Okay. So yeah, I put it up there, and then I usually put it like down my neck, and
yeah, y'all would have come back for the after show so y'all could get what's going on in that goddamn video.
Man, all I know is that's the shit.
My thing is, where's she asking for deposits and where?
So you're gonna come back for the after show, ladies and gentlemen, because that's when the show goes.
Why you better not be in my workstation, goddammit.
Oh yeah. you about to take this show to
head.
But before we go, what was I know you say something. I told him you stupid. But before we go, ladies and gentlemen, oh man, Math Fest been gone for a while. Math Fest, tell them why you mad, my brother. Why you mad today, Matt Professor?
I know you fellas probably talked about it last week, but since this is my first show on in quite some time, I want to talk about the killing of this gentleman in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And the funny thing to me is you have stupid asses like this blonde dumbass Megyn Kelly. Man, you have Felon 47 and all these other people saying, well, if you bring a gun to protest, you're obviously there to kill people. But, you know, what's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse was a fucking hero for bringing a loaded weapon to a protest.
Yeah.
They have their way of trying to obfuscate the issues here, not wanting to not admit, hey, this guy was killed because he had a gun on him, and the guys we hired and we trained for a whole fucking 47 days, half of them can't read or write within a 5th grade level, much like the damn president, just wanted to go out and kill somebody. And now they're releasing this video showing that he got into an argument with somebody from ICE 11 days earlier, you know, shortly after the killing of the woman. Now, here's my fucking thing. here's the thing. Why is it that this guy is a domestic terrorist and Kyle Rittenhouse was considered a hero, while you have these fucktards from ICE wearing masks so that they can hide their face? And they're not doing the shit for safety. They're doing the shit because they don't want people to see that half of these people are fucking felons and shouldn't be having firearms anyway. You know, the way they tried to throw Hunter Biden in jail for. They do this shit because they want people to know, hey, if we don't like you, we're gonna do something to you. We're gonna try to amplify a situation where you're gonna go to jail, or we're gonna be able to legally kill you. And again, black folk, I want to say the Kevin Porter situation is different. I'm sorry. I don't support what I don't like that the man was killed, but if you're gonna have a gun and you're shooting in the air to celebrate some shit, bro, what happens. I mean, I wish he'd have got killed by his own bullet. That would have been better. But the fucking fact that these assholes sit here and say that if you're protesting with a weapon, you should be shot and killed, while they're also ignoring the assholes that tried to kidnap the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, going into the state capitol with a weapon and nobody shooting these motherfuckers. So don't give me your I'm all about the Second Amendment, because Felon 47 had already said, if he don't like you, you don't deserve a weapon. Who does that sound like? Doesn't that sound like Ronald Reagan when he was governor of California, when the NRA decided to pay money to get Black Panthers disarmed? So all you two-way people, I don't want to hear a fucking thing from you. I don't want to hear shit from you about, oh, everybody, if you're legal, if you can carry a gun legally, you should be able to. Fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. Fuck your dreams, your hopes, everything you fucking stand for, because you are a piece of shit. You're a racist piece of shit at that. And I mean, I wish you all would just stand on 10 toes down and say, yeah, I don't like certain people. I don't like blacks having guns. I don't like people that disagree with me having guns. I'd respect you fucking more. But up to that point you do that, suck my ass. And hope I wipe it before you do.
God damn, man.
Spread them cheeks, goddamn it. Spread them cheeks.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's why we call it a Mad Professor. And it's been a while, but Mad Professor, glad to have you back, because nobody could tell them why you mad like you. Damn dog done knocked over a damn beer of mine and drinking like a motherfucker. All right, I'll tell you.
He gonna be laid out.
Dog about to get But before we go to our after show, ladies and gentlemen, we all like to give you something to think about, something funny, or better yet, where the fuck Tim Dog get that from? All right, damn Tim Dog. What you got for us this week, Tim Dog?
What I have this week is
goddamn
a thing called respect. Now, respect goes a long way. You can respect someone for liking a certain breed of dog, but you don't respect them as a person. So to respect someone means you have to like them in some kind of way. Now, if you're in a relationship and you want to get that respect, it definitely have to go both ways. You can't have one without the other. And one without the other isn't called a relationship. It's called it's not called a relationship. It's called you getting what you want and being single. Just remember, if you love someone and you care about someone, it takes two to make it work. One without the other, it just won't do it. So that being said, the president's love for the United States is not there, but the love for his money is, and the two just can't work. Get out there and vote. Here in Texas, we have Republicans saying they're endorsed by the president, and then each one saying that the president hates them. I mean, that's how bad it is, where you got people vying for the praise of a man who really doesn't care for you. Respect. Just remember that. You may not like the person, but you have to respect what they're doing. And if you respect somebody's doing something that's immoral, indecent, unlawful, then you need to check and see about yourself. Tim Dog, that's it.
Shut up social media so people can follow you, my brother.
Follow me on Instagram, Father's Love 99.
That's what I'm talking about, my man Tim
I
Dog.
would
Tim
hate
Dog.
to get in trouble as Tim Dog is. Because damn, them lectures are long as fuck.
God damn.
See, but you saw the segue. It was about respect.
I got you. But main man, Matt Professor.
Pharaoh didn't get it though. We understand.
Matt Professor, what you got for the people before we go, my brother? And I know you tell them about the classic that you have on YouTube, my brother.
Only thing I got for everybody before we get out of here is stay vigilant, stay on their asses, don't fucking let up. For everybody that the few people that will watch a video when I do it, I need y'all to link up with 18 other people, make your own fucking videos and get out there and talk about the fucktardery of this goddamn regime, or this regime in waiting, because they're not a regime yet. We still have time to stop these assholes, but we don't have a whole lot left.
There it is. You gonna shout out your social media?
Nah, I ain't got one of them.
Hold on, man, Professor.
Nigga, is you crazy? Nigga, is you crazy?
My man, Pharaoh King, man. What you got for the people before we go, my brother? Make sure you shout out your social media so that people can follow you as well.
Yeah. So with all this stuff that Tim Dog has said, Matt Professor, especially with the maggots, I love that word. I'm gonna read something by Keanu Reeves. It's a quote that I find dear and true to my heart, especially with you MAGA lovers. I'm at the stage in life where I stay out of discussions. Even if you say 1 + 1 = 5, you're right. Beat it.
Correct.
Social media.
They know who I am. Y'all know where to find me. I'm on the wrong side. There it is. Pharaoh on 471 IG, King Ryan Facebook. Y'all know what it's about.
That's what I'm talking about. Fellas, man, I'm trying to remember this.
No bad energy, people.
I'm trying to remember how this shit go. And I just want to ask y'all, fellas. I was tell y'all that a man was shot and killed. He had a registered weapon. He had a license to carry. Who do you think I'm talking about?
Philando Castile.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Matt Professor heard the same thing I heard. God damn, Matt Professor, you must have heard it, because somebody said that and they thought he was talking about Alex Pretty. No, he was talking about
it's in Minnesota.
Yeah,
he was in
Minnesota again. I'm just saying this is just crazy when you talk about situations like this. It always seems though that people that look like us or on this side of the aisle are the ones that are feared when they have a gun or weapon. But the other side, oh man, like who said that? I think it was Joe said it. You know, them J6ers, man, they was armed to the goddamn T. And something said to me.
Well, you know what? Don't even bring up the J6ers. Talk about them motherfuckers that the husband and wife who came out with their weapons during a protest in was it Chicago? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Chicago.
And they're treated like fucking heroes.
Yeah,
and they got arrested.
And another thing that somebody that I saw and I heard that was crazy to me. Somebody say that, you know, a group of people that you haven't heard from is the Proud Boys. And the person said the reason why you didn't hear anything from the Proud Boys because they're part of ICE now. Because they're ICE.
Yeah, they ICE.
That's why you hear them from the Proud Boy, because the Proud Boys are ICE now. But ladies
Proud
and gentlemen,
Boy that shot old boy probably.
Hey, you know, the ironic thing that, you know, we're talking about this stuff here. The ironic thing, let's go back to Don Lemon's getting arrested because they was in a church. Why the fuck are people using church for political views? Why are they sitting in the church talking about this policies or whatever it is, whatever the policies is, and they're not getting taxed? It is supposed to be separation of church and state. Then you should have the right of assembly to voice those concerns.
Well, we all say this before, that we believe that churches should be taxed, especially some of the churches in the way that they're doing business. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all know y'all can find me at the Man on the Street show. Man, I be dropping videos like hotcakes. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Once again, I want to send a shout out to the Vulcan Soapbox for inviting the Man on the Street on their platform for me to voice my opinion. Had a good time. Hopefully I'll be able to return again. But also you can find me at Creative Canvas Expressions. That's my AI channel. Oh, I ain't dropped shit on there in a while. I'm like the mad professor with that one, but I'm gonna get back to it. Usually I just tell AI what I want it to do, and then AI creates it, and I just put it out. But make sure you check us out every Wednesday night. Oh my goodness, at 7 o'clock. For the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. It goes down. All we do is talk about sports. We do that very well. And this week we will be talking mainly about the goddamn Super Bowl. But you want to come back next Friday at 8 o'clock to watch what we're doing right now. 2 Cigars in a Blunt. We talk about news, politics, and entertainment. And as you see, we do that very well as well. You tell I've been drinking and we getting better and better. Yeah, again. But ladies and gentlemen, now you want to stick around for the after show. Oh shit. Now this is where we have fun. Like I tell the brothers all the time, this is the fun. This is the best part of my Fridays when we have the after show on Ashed Out. Because we never know where this show gonna go. Usually we go straight, we make a right turn. But like Tim Dawg famously said, when we make that goddamn left, we gonna drive that bitch right off the goddamn cliff. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know I am the man on the street with a dog still drinking beer.
Hey, I have a caveat before we get out of here.
Caviar, isn't that expensive?
I won't be on the show. I won't be on the show next Friday.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to know. I want to send condolences to my wife's family in Long Beach. They lost their mother, my sister-in-law, my wife's sister. We don't know. There was a medical issue. But with that being said, they're going to start their tradition tomorrow with their ceremony, and it's a week long. So we're going to end up out there on Thursday so we can participate ourselves. So
okay, yeah,
that's
make sure you tell Jen condolences from me and my family as well, man. Condolences, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all come back for the after show. And like I always say, I'm the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King. Enjoy the next show.
How do you get a smoking hot body? Cremation. Tim Dawg, be more careful.
Yeah, Matt Professor, you still got to follow him.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Still treat me like your stepchild. Matt Professor in the booth.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't come back from the after, if you don't come back and watch us on the after show, make sure you be careful out there. They say the weather down my way is probably start to get bad. If you're someplace else and weather get bad, get what you need to get. I don't got my alcohol, I got my beer, and I got me a cigar, so I'm good.
I
ain't say
shit about food, but I'm good. I'm good.
Man, Professor, I was gonna say, what did the dog say after the human died?
I should have shut the fuck up and just end the damn show. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all come and check us out in the after show so you can get a good laugh as well. With that, we're out.